So I have 3 piles here. Please take a moment to meditate and choose a pile. No, just kidding. Hi, welcome back. Sarah here. So this video was inspired by an activity that I read about in The Language of Tarot by Jeannie Reed. Even though I don't read the same way that Jeannie Reed does, the main valuable insight I got from The Language of Tarot is the idea that these tarot cards, you can string them together like words in a sentence. So I'm going to do one of the activities on camera today. Feel free to follow along either with the cards on screen or with your own deck. This is one study idea for getting to know the cards better. Throughout the entirety of Jeannie's book, The Language of Tarot, she explains how these tarot cards are assigned to specific meanings and associations for her. When the cards come up on a table in any combination, she's easily able to deduce the meaning and put together a coherent sentence. Not only a coherent sentence, but a very concise sentence and meaning as well. I wanted to try this activity on camera today and just walk you through it or show you all how it works. And I don't think that Jeannie coined this or created this or was the original person for this idea. I just found value in the way that she presented it, so I want to share it today. So the gist or the purpose of this exercise is to learn to combine cards and meanings together as if I was combining words into a sentence. For example, let's say the word yellow. So the word yellow has a certain meaning, a certain connotation in our mind. Now if we add the word house to it, yellow house. Now that gives a different connotation and different meaning in our mind. Now let's say yellow house neighborhood. Even though there's no preposition, our mind will automatically fill in the blank to say yellow house in the neighborhood or in a neighborhood. So this activity of combining cards is the same way. So we're going to take one card and then put another one next to it, and then I'm going to say aloud the combined meaning. So for example, the Page of Wands, let's say the verb here or the meaning of the Page of Wands is talking about. Now we're going to add in a random card next to it. For example, the Seven of Cups. Let's say the Seven of Cups means dreams. So Page of Wands plus Seven of Cups, talking about dreams. And to get good at this activity, Jeannie does recommend practicing every day as much time as you need. Once you're able to whip through, you can start adding 2 cards at a time. So reading 3 cards at a time. Once you get good at that, you can even start adding 3 cards so that you're reading 4 cards at a time. This sounds like a cool activity to build my intuition and to just practice combining cards just like I would combine words into sentences. I had been practicing with the Dream Vision Tarot. I had pulled this out just the other night, and I realized that I was able to go through all the cards in the deck, and I was having not that much trouble with it. So I wanted to try recreating that activity on camera and seeing if I have any better luck with it. I pulled out 3 decks that I'm going to practice with today. So we've got the Dream Vision Tarot by Emma Zhang. We've got the Tarot of the Magical Forest and the Fountain Tarot. I picked the Dream Vision and the Fountain Tarot because I know the images fairly well and I can intuit some meanings pretty well. So I feel like the activity would go pretty smoothly with these 2 decks. And I also pulled the Tarot of the Magical Forest because this is one of the Rider-Waite-Smith clones that I have. The imagery is almost like a 1-for-1 copy of the original Rider-Waite-Smith images. So I want to try pulling out a Rider-Waite-Smith deck to see if I could also intuit some meanings and combinations from these. So I'll start with the Dream Vision Tarot and just start pulling some combinations and practicing this activity on camera. Again, do feel free to follow along either on camera, feel free to mute the video or to pause before I say my interpretations if you want to try practicing combining the cards for yourself. So let's get to it, starting with the Dream Vision Tarot. All right, I've got the Dream Vision Tarot. To recap the activity, we're going to take one card, then put another one next to it and say aloud the combined meaning. And like how I mentioned in the example, we have yellow house in the neighborhood. With these 2 cards, the liminal space between the 2 cards, the prepositions, basically our mind is coming up with what to fill in the blank. So the preposition, the connecting words could be on, in, of, about, related to. So that is the point of this exercise, to not only see the 2 cards next to each other, but to be able to bridge the gap mentally and come up with a meaning that combines the 2 meanings. So I'll do my best. Hopefully I don't freeze up and forget all my basic tarot meanings. Let's get to it, see what comes up. So first we've got King of Swords. The first thing that comes to mind is management. Page of Swords. Management of the way we learn. The Hierophant. Transferring knowledge. Queen of Pentacles. Transferring knowledge about how to keep house. Ten of Pentacles. The only word that comes to mind is usually security, but I feel like there are other words that I could think about besides security. But you know what? Security, I'll just go with security for now. The High Priestess. Security related to not knowing. Okay. Next, the Empress. Nurturing. Four of Swords. Nurturing a place to rest. Nurturing a mental state. Page of Wands. Exploring. Page of Wands and Eight of Pentacles. Exploring being disciplined. Six of Swords. Moving on. King of Wands. Moving on into a place of power. Five of Cups. Mourning. Two of Pentacles. Mourning. Mourning the feeling of being in balance. Mourning lost priorities is what comes to mind. The Hermit. Seeking. The Moon also feels like seeking. Seeking a quiet place first comes to mind, but also seeking the source. Okay, I'll leave it at that, seeking the source. The Hanged Man. Suspending. The Knight of Wands. Suspending action. Suspension of action. The Star. Looking for. Seven of Cups. The example says dreams, but I feel like I could come up with something else besides dreams. Looking for freedom of choice. All right, I'll do one more and then we'll move on to another deck. Six of Wands. Receiving? No, I mean, I see the hand and I think of receiving. Six of Wands. I'll start with receiving. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Receiving. Wheel of Fortune. Receptive to cycles. Receptive to change. Yeah. All right, so that concludes the first deck example, the Dream Vision Tarot. If you followed along, how did you do? I would ask how you think I did, but it's not about what you think, really. It's about how I think I did. I think I did all right. I did pretty good. I really enjoyed the exercise. All right, let's move on to the Fountain Tarot. All right, again, one card, put another card next to it, see what comes up. Starting with Judgment. Renewal. Seven of Cups again. Oh. Again, the first word that comes to mind is dreams, but I want to challenge myself to find a different word than dreams. Renewal of overwhelm. Yeah, renewal of overwhelm. Knight of Cups. Feeling. Death. Feeling ready. Feeling sentimental. I think feeling sentimental is what I want to go with. King of Coins. The first word that comes to mind is management, but I feel like I've called the King of Swords also management. Financial. Let's say financial. Four of Coins. Financial stagnation. Yeah, let's go with that. The Fool. Leaping. Nine of Coins. Leaping to satisfaction. Okay, not the best, but I'll leave it at that. Knight of Wands. Determined. Ten of Cups. Determined to stay happy. Determined to stay happy. I'll leave it at that. Two of Coins. Balancing. Ten of Coins. Balancing a legacy. Oh, Ace of Coins. An investment. Queen of Coins. Investment in our environment. Okay. And again, I'm recognizing that some of these I'm like not super happy with, but the point of this exercise, how I like it, is not to dwell on trying to find like the right keyword or the right combination. It's just to share what comes to mind first. If this were a regular reading, maybe I would take more time to try to come up with more interpretations, but I do like the speediness of this activity. All right, Page of Swords. Seeing. Page of Swords and the Moon. Seeing the confusion. Seeing the rawness. Six of Wands. Joy. The world. Joy of completion. Two of Wands. Planning. The Star. Planning a way forward. Okay. Ten of Wands. Overwhelm is typically the word I come up with for the Ten of Wands, so I'll say overwhelm. Ace of Wands. Overwhelm. This kind of stumps me. The aces typically are cards that stump me. Overwhelm from unrefined energy. Okay, I'll do one more and then I'll switch to the next deck. Eight of Cups. Closure. Six of Coins. Closure about receptiveness. Okay, so that was the Fountain Tarot, the second deck. Now let's move on to the third deck. Again, if you followed along, how did you do? We'll move on to the third deck now. So the Tarot of the Magical Forest. Very good shuffle. Again, one more time, we will be drawing one card and then placing another card next to it and seeing what comes up in the combined meaning. All right, first card, the Hermit. I said seeking last time. Is there another word I could come up with? Wisdom. Inner wisdom. Ace of Wands. Inner wisdom. Gosh darn these aces. Inner wisdom stemming from energy. The Chariot. Movement. Chariot and Queen of Wands. Yeah, I'm already feeling stumped because these are more Rider-Waite-Smith based. Wow, okay. The Chariot and Queen of Wands. Movement. Man, I am stumped. Okay. Movement in personality. I'll leave it at that. Eight of Cups. Oh, Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Goodbye. Seven of Cups. This has come up in all three decks. Goodbye choices. Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye choices. Oh man. All right. The Hierophant. Teaching. Hierophant and Nine of Pentacles. Teaching about satisfaction. I think I said satisfaction for the Nine of Pentacles before. And, if you're doing this by yourself, I don't think there's any wrong way to go about this. You could just reuse the keywords. I'm just trying to challenge myself, but maybe I'm giving myself a blockage by trying not to reuse keywords. Teaching about satisfaction. I'll leave it at that. Ten of Pentacles. I'll say legacy again. Ten of Pentacles and death. A legacy dissolving. Ooh, I really like that for death. Knave of Chalices. Knight of Cups. No, Page of Cups. Knave of Chalices. Page of Cups. Dreaming. Queen of Chalices. Queen of Cups. Dreaming about compassion. Two of Pentacles. Playing with. Two of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Playing with what's known versus unknown. Three of Pentacles. Building. I think it's so funny how this owl seems like it's being enveloped by this person's coat, this animal's coat. It's like they're sharing a coat. Building. Three of Cups. Wow. 2 2s and 3 3s. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Building relationships. Building rapport. I like this. Building rapport. Nine of Wands. Pushing forward. Knight of Wands and Five of Wands. Pushing forward through strife. Ace of Chalices. Ace of Cups. Overflowing emotions. Overflowing emotions. Six of Pentacles. Overflowing emotions about receiving. Okay. Two of Swords. Indecision. The Sun. Two of Swords and the Sun. Indecision about what's clear. Okay, I'll do one more and then we'll wrap up. Knave of Swords, Page of Swords. Questioning. Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Wow, the pages really came out here. Knave of Swords, Knave of Pentacles. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. What did I say? Questioning, okay. Knave of Pentacles. Questioning where to put your energy, where to put your resources. All right, let's wrap up. All right, so that was me practicing reading card combinations on camera with these 3 decks. If you followed along, did any of these decks in particular stand out to you? Did you find any of them easier to read than others? I definitely found the Magical Forest one the hardest to read, probably because it's just most Rider-Waite-Smith based, and I just like to see scenes that are different from the Rider-Waite-Smith. Overall, I really enjoyed this activity. If I did this on my own off camera, I feel like I could have continued going on through the whole deck. Maybe not through all 3 decks, just at least through 1 deck. I'm looking forward to continuing to practice this and possibly trying more ideas on camera. If you tried this for yourself, let me know if you have any findings or if there are any other activities that you enjoy doing as well. All right, well, that is all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.